Good morning. This is the weekend update for buy, sell, short for Saturday, September 22nd. Starting off with the Dow 15-minute chart. We had options expiration, actually quadruple expiration on Friday. We did have an upward bias, but we got some selling into the close. Not really all that surprising given the strength we saw throughout the week. As you can see, we're still stuck in this, I guess you could call it a flag formation on the 15-minute chart that we'll see more of on the daily chart. And with a lot of economic data coming up this week and the extent of the rally we've seen, there's a tendency for traders to think we're ready for a little bit of a retrace. And, we actually may be due for a retrace, but that does not mean that there will still not be lots of plays out there. Some stocks will sell off, some stocks will rally. That's just the way it is. Remember, we have the Fed support out there right now, and over the last two quantitative easings that we saw after big run-ups, if we did get big drops, they bounce back and were considered perfect buying opportunities. We have some earnings reports this week. We've got some economic data coming out this week, durable goods reports. Economic data will probably suck. I mean, there's a reason why the Fed decided it was time to do another, I guess they're calling this QE infinity, because there is no time frame on when it will stop. They will continue to pump $40 billion in cash into the economy, really until unemployment drops into the under 8%. So we could have this liquidity coming in for a very, very long time. So durable goods report this week will probably suck. We've gotten a couple of big earnings disappointments. FedEx, of course, was the big one a few days ago. We had Oracle again, sort of disappointed on its guidance. So, we're trying to decide what's going to happen now. While the data sucks and the economy sucks, the market may actually buck that trend and sort of ignore it, because remember, we've got the Fed money coming in, and the Fed money, the market's going to look out 6 to 9 months when that Fed money will actually do some good in the economy. At least that's the view. So we could have bad economic data and the market hold up and actually rally, and that's where we are right now. That's what happened during the last two QEs, and there's no reason why we shouldn't expect the same to happen again. Daily chart, we are overbought, of course, on all indicators, and we could see a pullback to the 20-day exponential. That's at 13,375. May not happen at once. We might have a 150 point down day move when it does happen. But we've got all the moving averages uptrending in the medium term: 20-day, 50-day, 200-day moving average. So even if we did get some sort of shock to the system, some Mideast crap, we've got a lot of moving average support out there. And the last time, about a month ago, we had stochastics hold up for about 3 weeks. Right now we're in week 2. As you can see, we had that 3-week slow back and forth move and then a sell-off. We're in halfway through if we follow the same sort of trend that we saw before here. Small caps actually bounced back nicely on Friday after that 2-3 day pullback. And small caps, I still believe, are really going to be the place to be over the next 6 to 9 months, because if we are to see some sort of recovery in the U.S. economy, small caps will lead. They always lead early in the recovery stage. A chart for us to keep an eye on that I haven't really talked about much over the last few months is what's called the NASDAQ Composite Bullish Index. Essentially, it's a tool that we use maybe 1 or 2 times a year for extreme oversold conditions. And typically the zone we want to look for is the mid to upper 60s to 70s area, is when you start to go, we need to be ready for a pullback. While we're not there yet, we've still got some nice upside potential on it. It's just something to keep in the back of your mind. This is an indicator that when it gets up here, as it did before the market sell-off in April and May, it was up here at the 65-cent area or 65% area. We saw a similar thing last year as well. Pretty accurate thing to keep an eye on, just to put in the back of your minds that, we could potentially have a sell-off probably mid-October if we don't get it over the next few days. and, not overly concerned about it because, again, we have Bernanke out there supporting the markets, and, we're going to have funds buying any big dip that happens in this market. Pretty much every hedge fund, every mutual fund is underperforming this market this year. They don't have a whole lot of time left to paint their books and, con investors into continuing to invest with them. And we've seen similar action over the last two QEs by the Fed, underperformance by the hedge funds, and then they just chase it into year end. And, that's the scenario I see playing out right now. Anyway, let's jump into some stock plays. ALVR monster on Friday. We've been patiently waiting for this breakout really over the last couple of weeks. Big volume early Friday. We got the breakthrough 40 cents. High of the day 48.49, which is what our target was. Got kind of a bullshit close. They closed it at 42 cents somehow. Late Friday, ahead of a weekend, options expiration. While there's no options with ALVR, that's just a mindset that was out in the market. Next breakout would be a breakthrough 50 cents, and that would take us to that 60, 70 cent area, and the chart still has upside potential, but a very, very nice winner for us over the last couple of weeks. And again, it pays to grab good charts on the bottom and just wait for the chasers to come in. They eventually show up. CRME. Breakout Friday, got painted on the close. Similar chart setup as ALVR. The CEO picked up 250,000 shares of this stock between 32 and 38 cents over the last few days. When insiders buy decent-sized positions on biotech stocks at the bottom, it's something you pay attention to. One that I recall was a few months ago, ALVR CEO picked up 250,000 shares at 60 cents. And we all know what ALVR, new symbol of that is SPRT, has done over the last few months from that insider buy. Target here is a move to 52 to 54 cents. That's the high back in June. Nice bottoming action, nice buying action on this one. Next week should be go time for this stock, and we could see a very, very big move. Biotech stocks have been on fire. AEZS, what is that? 90% winner for us over the last 2 weeks. Got another nice gap for us on Friday. Potential for a pullback on Monday, and the reason I say that is it's running into an event that happens on Monday. Sell the news event is a possibility. However, on the intraday chart, as per the pop scan, 94 cents intraday break, resistance at 99 cents. So if we get a push through 94, we're looking at a possible move on $1, and a break through $1, there is really 50 to 75 upside percentage on this one if it does break out. But we could see a little pullback. Definitely one to keep an eye on, but only one I would look at jumping in and out of this stage and maybe see what the chart does over the next couple of days. PTN, though, has an event coming up in a couple of weeks, release of their trial data, phase 2 trial data, and that has been a catalyst for a lot of these stocks. It broke out on Friday again, got as high as 79 cents, then we got a late day pullback. But this one is ready to rock and roll, and would be looking to accumulate any dips on this one. 90 cent plus is the target. MTSN. Now, this is one we've been pretty patient on over the last couple of weeks. All of a sudden, started to move on Friday. We got that break through $1, which was an add point, 1 to 102. 110 is the next breakout to watch for. I think this one is going to go big on Monday. As you can see, it had a big gap down sell-off back there in early July. So we have 50% upside. Well, 25 to 50% upside in the near term on this 109 break. RSI looks good. Stochastics look good. ADX is strong. This should be a nice mover on Monday. Last but not least, RNN. We jumped into this one on Thursday. What was it? No, actually Wednesday. Sat for a day or so, and then out of the blue Friday, they decided to break this one out. Broke through 52, traded as high as 61 cents. We got a nice little pullback, but this one should continue the momentum this week. 65 to 75 cent is our next target zone. RSI looks great. MACD looks great. Stochastics up through 50. On-bounce volume showing the buying strength. Even money flow is confirming that, which is another bullish chart indicator. ADX is strong. We got volume on that breakout. It closed really, really well with the close above 55 cents. Another nice setup for us going into this week. So we've got some very, very nice setups going into this week. Even if we do see a pullback in the overall market in the large caps, the small caps will continue to do very well. And we've been doing fantastic with our gapper plays over the last couple of weeks, and that is a sign of a bullish market. No matter what the headline numbers say, what the major indices are doing, there are some nice gaps. There is money coming into the speculative market, which is not a surprise given QE2, and things look really, really good for us over the next few months. So that's it for the video. If you've got any questions, if I didn't go over any stocks and you got questions on them, just shoot me an email, feedback@buysellshort.com, and I will see you guys in the chat room on Monday. And watch your inboxes, sending out a new password for the chat room. Have a great weekend, guys.